If you're over 60 and drinking what you think are healthy beverages to improve your health, what I'm about to reveal could save your life. There are 5 popular drinks that millions of seniors consume daily, believing they're making smart health choices. But these seemingly beneficial beverages are actually tripling your stroke risk and creating dangerous cardiovascular complications. I'm talking about drinks sitting in your refrigerator right now that are marketed specifically to health-conscious seniors as wellness boosters, hydration helpers, and natural remedies. One of these drinks can cause dangerous blood pressure drops that lead to fainting and stroke. Another creates electrolyte imbalances that trigger heart rhythm abnormalities. And a third contains hidden sugars that spike your blood pressure and stiffen your arteries. Here's what's truly shocking. These aren't obvious unhealthy drinks like soda or energy drinks. These are beverages that seniors choose specifically because they've been told these drinks will improve their health. The wellness industry has convinced millions of seniors that these stroke-inducing beverages are actually protective, while they're quietly increasing cardiovascular risk with every sip. I'm not here to eliminate all beverages from your diet or create fear around drinking fluids. I'm here to expose the truth about 5 specific drinks that are particularly dangerous for aging cardiovascular systems. After 60, your blood vessels become less flexible, your body's ability to regulate blood pressure decreases, and your sensitivity to certain compounds increases dramatically. What seemed harmless or even beneficial in your younger years can now trigger dangerous cardiovascular events that lead to stroke, heart attack, and other life-threatening complications. Understanding these hidden dangers means you can make informed choices that protect your cardiovascular health. Let's expose the 5 popular drinks that are secretly increasing stroke risk in seniors, counting down from number 5 to the most dangerous. Green smoothies with oxalate-rich greens. The kidney and blood vessel destroyer. Green smoothies have become the gold standard of healthy drinking for seniors, promoted as nutrient-dense beverages that provide concentrated vitamins and minerals. But when these smoothies contain high oxalate greens like spinach and kale, they can create serious health problems that directly increase stroke risk through kidney damage and blood vessel dysfunction. The Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology published research linking oxalate overload to endothelial dysfunction, a condition that affects blood vessel health and dramatically increases clot formation risk. This connection is particularly dangerous for seniors because aging kidneys are already less efficient at processing and eliminating oxalates. Oxalates are naturally occurring compounds found in high concentrations in spinach, kale, and other leafy greens. When you blend these greens into smoothies, you're consuming massive amounts of oxalates in concentrated form, far more than you would ever eat if consuming these vegetables whole. Your kidneys have to process these concentrated oxalates, and when overwhelmed, they begin forming crystals that can damage kidney tissue. This kidney damage creates a cascade of cardiovascular problems because your kidneys play a crucial role in blood pressure, regulation, and waste removal. When kidney function declines, blood pressure rises, and toxins accumulate in your bloodstream. High oxalate intake can bind with calcium in your bloodstream, creating calcium oxalate complexes that contribute to arterial stiffening and plaque formation. These arterial changes reduce blood flow to your brain and increase the likelihood of clot formation that can trigger stroke. The problem is compounded for seniors with diabetes or hypertension. When you add the kidney stress and vascular damage from high oxalate smoothies, you're creating a perfect storm for cardiovascular events. Many seniors drink large green smoothies daily, often consuming multiple cups of raw spinach or kale per smoothie, delivering oxalate levels that can overwhelm even healthy kidneys. Beet juice, the blood pressure crasher. Beet juice has been heavily promoted to seniors as a natural blood pressure reducer due to its high nitrate content. While this might sound beneficial for seniors with hypertension, beet juice can actually create dangerous blood pressure fluctuations that dramatically increase stroke risk, especially when combined with blood pressure medications. Research published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that nitrate-rich beet juice can cause significant hypotension, dangerously low blood pressure, especially in seniors who are already taking blood pressure medications. This hypotension is particularly dangerous during morning hours when stroke risk is naturally highest. The nitrates in beet juice convert to nitric oxide in your body, which causes blood vessels to dilate and blood pressure to drop. While this might seem beneficial for someone with high blood pressure, the effect can be too dramatic, especially when combined with prescription blood pressure medications. When your blood pressure drops too low, your brain doesn't receive adequate blood flow, creating conditions that can trigger stroke. This is particularly dangerous for seniors because aging brains are already more vulnerable to reduced blood flow, and even brief periods of inadequate circulation can cause permanent damage. The timing of beet juice consumption makes this even more dangerous. Many seniors drink beet juice in the morning as part of their health routine, but morning is when stroke risk is naturally highest. Adding the blood pressure lowering effects of beet juice during this vulnerable time can push seniors into dangerous hypotensive episodes. Beet juice can interact with common medications beyond just blood pressure drugs. Nitrates can interact with medications for erectile dysfunction, heart conditions, and diabetes medications, creating unpredictable and potentially dangerous effects on cardiovascular function. Many seniors don't inform their doctors about drinking beet juice because they consider it a natural food rather than something that could interact with medications. Coconut water with added flavors or electrolytes. The heart rhythm disruptor. Coconut water has been marketed to seniors as the ultimate natural hydration solution, promoted as being superior to regular water due to its natural electrolyte content. But many commercial coconut water products contain added flavors, sugars, and synthetic electrolytes that can create dangerous imbalances in your body's electrical system, triggering heart rhythm abnormalities that dramatically increase stroke risk. Mayo Clinic research has documented how electrolyte imbalances and blood pressure swings significantly increase stroke risk in elderly patients. The problem with flavored coconut water is that it can deliver excessive amounts of potassium, sodium, and other electrolytes that overwhelm your body's natural balance mechanisms. Your heart's electrical system depends on precise ratios of electrolytes, particularly sodium and potassium. When you consume large amounts of coconut water with added electrolytes, you can push these ratios out of balance, triggering arrhythmias, irregular heart rhythms that dramatically increase clot formation and stroke risk. This is particularly dangerous for seniors taking diuretics, blood pressure medications, or heart medications. These drugs already affect electrolyte balance, and adding high potassium coconut water can create dangerous interactions that your doctor may not anticipate. The added sodium in many flavored coconut waters compounds this problem. While natural coconut water contains relatively little sodium, commercial versions often add significant amounts to enhance flavor. For seniors who need to limit sodium intake due to hypertension or heart disease, these hidden sodium loads can cause dangerous blood pressure spikes. Many flavored coconut waters contain added sugars or artificial sweeteners that can affect blood vessel function and contribute to inflammation. The combination of electrolyte disruption and blood sugar effects creates multiple pathways to increased stroke risk. Many seniors drink multiple bottles of coconut water daily, especially during hot weather, thinking they're supporting their health with natural hydration. But they're actually consuming potentially dangerous amounts of electrolytes that can disrupt heart rhythm and trigger cardiovascular events. Kombucha, the fermented blood pressure bomb. Kombucha has exploded in popularity among health-conscious seniors, promoted as a gut health miracle that can improve digestion, boost immunity, and provide probiotics. But commercial kombucha can create serious cardiovascular risks through its combination of sugar content, fermentation byproducts, and potential interactions with medications commonly prescribed to seniors. The Journal of Geriatric Cardiology published warnings about kombucha's ability to interact with medications and promote arrhythmias, irregular heart rhythms that are major stroke triggers. The fermentation process in kombucha creates compounds that can affect heart rhythm, especially when consumed regularly by seniors with existing cardiovascular conditions. The fermentation process produces alcohol, organic acids, and other compounds that can affect blood pressure and heart rhythm. Even low-alcohol kombucha contains enough alcohol to interact with medications and affect cardiovascular function, especially in seniors whose metabolism processes alcohol less efficiently. The sugar content in commercial kombucha is particularly problematic for stroke risk. Many kombucha brands contain 6 to 8 grams of sugar per serving, and seniors often drink multiple servings daily. This regular sugar intake can cause blood pressure, spikes, and contribute to arterial stiffening that increases stroke risk over time. The most dangerous aspect of kombucha for seniors is its unpredictability. Because it's a fermented product, the alcohol content, acidity, and bacterial composition can vary significantly between batches and brands. This inconsistency makes it impossible to predict how kombucha will affect your cardiovascular system or interact with your medications. The probiotics in kombucha, while potentially beneficial for gut health, can be problematic for seniors with compromised immune systems. Unpasteurized kombucha can contain harmful bacteria that can cause infections, and any infection in seniors can trigger inflammatory responses that increase stroke risk. Kombucha can interact with common senior medications in dangerous ways. The organic acids in kombucha can affect how your body metabolizes blood pressure medications, diabetes drugs, and heart medications, potentially making them more or less effective in unpredictable ways. Flavored vitamin waters, the deceptive stroke trigger. Flavored vitamin waters top our list as the most dangerous drinks for seniors because they combine multiple stroke risk factors under the deceptive guise of being health-promoting beverages. These drinks are specifically marketed to health-conscious seniors as hydrating, nutrient-dense alternatives to plain water, but they're actually sugar-laden, chemically enhanced beverages that can dramatically increase stroke risk. Harvard Health has published research directly linking sugary health drinks to higher stroke and heart attack rates in adults over 60. The study found that seniors who regularly consumed these beverages had significantly higher rates of cardiovascular events compared to those who drank plain water or unsweetened beverages. Despite their healthy marketing, most vitamin waters contain 15 to 20 grams of added sugar per bottle. This sugar load causes rapid spikes in blood glucose that trigger inflammatory responses throughout your cardiovascular system. For seniors, whose blood vessels are already less flexible due to aging, these inflammatory spikes can cause immediate arterial stiffening and blood pressure elevation. The citric acid in vitamin waters compounds this cardiovascular damage. While citric acid seems harmless, regular consumption can create chronic low-grade acidosis in your body. Your cardiovascular system has to work harder to maintain proper pH balance, putting additional stress on your heart and blood vessels that can trigger cardiovascular events. The artificial colors and preservatives in vitamin waters present additional stroke risks that most seniors never consider. These chemical additives can trigger inflammatory responses that affect blood vessel function and increase clotting risk. For seniors whose inflammatory responses are already heightened due to aging, these chemical triggers can push them into dangerous cardiovascular territory. The deceptive marketing of vitamin waters is particularly dangerous because it specifically targets senior health concerns. These beverages are positioned as solutions for hydration, vitamin deficiency, and energy problems that are common in aging adults. This medical positioning leads seniors to drink multiple bottles daily, thinking they're addressing health needs when they're actually increasing stroke risk. Many vitamin waters also contain synthetic vitamins in doses that can be harmful when consumed regularly. B. Vitamins in excessive doses can affect nerve function and heart rhythm. Too much vitamin C can increase iron absorption to dangerous levels. These vitamin overloads create additional cardiovascular stress that compounds the stroke risk from sugar and additives. These 5 popular drinks create hidden stroke risks that millions of seniors face daily while believing they're supporting their health. Flavored vitamin waters combine sugar, chemicals, and synthetic vitamins that trigger multiple stroke pathways. Kombucha's fermentation byproducts and sugar content can cause arrhythmias and blood pressure spikes. Coconut water with additives disrupts heart rhythm through electrolyte imbalances. Beet juice can cause dangerous blood pressure drops, especially when combined with medications. And green smoothies with high oxalate greens damage kidneys and blood vessels, increasing clot formation risk. Your beverage choices have immediate and long-term impacts on your stroke risk, especially after 60 when your cardiovascular system becomes more vulnerable to dietary triggers. These 5 drinks can be eliminated from your routine starting today, and your cardiovascular system will begin benefiting immediately from reduced inflammatory stress and more stable blood pressure. Replace flavored vitamin waters with plain water enhanced with fresh lemon or cucumber. Choose plain, pasteurized kombucha in small amounts if you enjoy fermented beverages. Opt for pure coconut water without added flavors or electrolytes, and limit consumption to small amounts. If you want the benefits of beets, eat them cooked rather than drinking concentrated juice. And create lower oxalate green smoothies using lettuce, cucumber and celery instead of spinach and kale. Remember, true hydration and nutrition come from simple, whole foods and plain water, not from processed beverages marketed with health claims. Your cardiovascular system thrives on consistency and balance, not on the blood sugar spikes, chemical additives, and electrolyte disruptions that these popular drinks provide. Don't let clever marketing put your cardiovascular health at risk. Choose beverages that truly support your aging body, rather than those that increase your stroke risk while promising health benefits you'll never receive.